How's it going, everyone? Be Humboldt here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon tier list rankings. Today we're finally doing Generation 8. I feel like it's taken a while for us to get here, but we finally are on the last full region or generation of Pokemon before Generation 9 comes out. So with that, let's go in. And just a reminder, we are not doing Gigantamax forms or regional variants. We do have some like evolution variants, kind of like how Gen 4 introduced like Pokemon like Electivire or Magmotar. So we'll be covering a couple of those Pokemon because they're really kind of like new evolution lines, but besides that, we'll leave like Galarian Farfetch'd and stuff like that for later on. So with that, let's start with Grookey. I was gonna say Druki. Goodness. Grookey, like, it's funny, I'm not a huge fan of like just like monkeys as like an animal in general, but Grookey for some reason was my starter Pokemon, and I think I have a very high bias towards this line, so I'm gonna put Grookey in A just because he's a little cutie. You're a gummy bear. Flacky. Almost forgot your name for a second. But yes, Gummy Bear Flacky. I do actually like your middle stage just because you remind me so much of a Gummy Bear, so I'm gonna put you in A as well. And Rillaboom, I gotta put an S. Like, I know he's not the strongest of the starters. I think Cinderace is probably the strongest of kind of the Galarian starters here. But Rillaboom is still pretty good competitively and just holds a special place in my heart, again, because it was my starter Pokemon. Alright, now we got Scorbunny. I'll put Scorbunny in B. Cutie, but I don't know, I feel like Scorbunny is like a little overrated. Raboot I'm gonna put in A just because your middle stage kind of grew on me, and you are pretty good decently with like an Eviolite if you ever have to use like a Raboot in like a weird draft situation for competitive. So not too bad. And then Cinderace, I had to put an S just because you have Libero, you have such a good ability, you just have such competitive usage, it's crazy. Sobble, I got Sobble in A as well. Again, just a cutie, he's always crying, and I just feel like he always needs a hug. Drizzile though, D. What are you? Like, you're the one starter, like, evolution this generation, which I cannot stand. And Teleon, you freak me out. You need to eat something, please. You are a little too skinny. Please eat something. Stats wise, you're really good. You like a glass cannon. I'm gonna put you in A. I think unfortunately the two other starters for this generation kind of outshine you, though. Okay, next we got Sweet Cheeks the Squovit here. I'm gonna put you in B. You're just cute. And then you. Greeted. I'll put you in C. Like, you creep me out, quite honestly. Alright, next we got Rookidee. I'll put Rookidee in C too. It's just kind of standard bird. Like, it's just a burb. And then Corvisquire, I'll put in B. You're a cooler burb, but Corviknight, I love Corviknight so much. I gotta put you in S, even though competitively you're probably not as great as other things. I just really, really loved your design when, I think this is one of the few Pokemon we actually got revealed before the game came out. I think so. Yeah, I think they revealed Corviknight before a lot of other Pokemon came out, but I just fell in love instantly with its design. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. Blipbug. I'm gonna put Blipbug C. You're kind of teetering on a D. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in D. Sorry about it. Dottler. I'm gonna put you in C just because I think you get the psychic typing when you evolve into Dottler. So you're pretty good once you evolved from your Blipbug stage. I have an Orbeetle. I'm gonna put Orbeetle in B. I never really used Orbeetle too much. It's a pretty decent Pokemon. So I'm just gonna put you in B for now. I think you're pretty decent. I don't think you're anything too crazy though. Nickit and Feeble are kind of like the Proline and Light part of this generation, I feel. I'll put Nickit in... I'll put you in B. I had such high hopes. I was hoping you would evolve into something a little bit cooler. I mean, Feeble's not horrible. It's good, I think, early game, but you can easily discard it after like gym 2 or 3, I think. I'm gonna put you in C. Just had a little bit of a higher hope for you. And then Glossifleur. I'm gonna put you in D. You just don't do too much for me besides being cute. Eldegoss, I'm gonna put you in C. I like your design quite a bit. I know you're kind of basically like the jump off of this generation, but I do like your design. I just wish you had a little bit of a like different ability or different like move that gave you a little bit more specialty for you. Wooloo. Oh my god, Wooloo. Wooloo is just adorable. I think that's the main thing. Like Lulu just like, especially there was like the Pokemon short they came out with like Hop and Wooloo. I forget what series that was for, and just seeing Wooloo animated is just freaking adorable. I'm gonna put you in A, with just because of your adorableness alone. Stat-wise, you're not great at all. And Double, oh, you're such a disappointment. I'm putting you in D. Like, we all had high hopes for Wooloo, and then you came, so just keep your Wooloos as Wooloos, don't evolve them into Doubles. Choodle. Choodle is a crazy little dude. I'm gonna put you in C. And then I'm gonna put Dreadnought in A. You got pretty good ability, pretty good stats. I know you're quad weak to grass, but you know, you still rock it, man. You still rock it. And then Yamper. Oh, you little Yamper. He's so cute. I'm gonna put you in A. And then Boltund. I feel like Boltund was also like one of those Pokemon that when you evolved it, you just got disappointed. Like, it's kind of very standard dog. It's not like I don't like it. It's just I feel like there could have been more done to it. I'm gonna put you in B just because of that. And then now we have, oh my god, your name is escaping. Roly-Poly. I was gonna say Carkle, but I know Carkle's the middle stage. Roly-Poly. You're kind of just meh for me. I'm gonna put you in B. Carkle, I feel like you have middle stage syndrome, so I'm gonna put you in C. And then Colossal. Colossal is a great Pokemon competitively. It has the Steam Engine ability, which is really good when it gets hit by a water type move. There's a lot of shenanigans you can do, especially in like VGC style battles. So I'm gonna put you in A. And then Applin. I'm gonna put Applin in B. Again, kind of middle of the road. Very, very cute little apple Pokemon. I'm glad we finally got like an apple Pokemon. And then Flapple, I'm gonna put Flapple in A. I feel like you have a little bit more competitive viability than Appleton, even though you do get thick fat. Oh my god. You do get the thick fat ability, but I don't know, you just don't see people using Appleton that much. I'm gonna put you in B though, just because I do like your design. And then next we got Silly Cobra. I'm gonna put Silly Cobra in C. I think you're okay. You just eh. And then Sandaconda, I feel like it's gonna be a B. Yeah, if you fit B. Like, I wish there was something that gave you a little bit more like oomph competitively. You're just not that great. You're kind of slow. Yeah, you got a G-Max form, but that's kind of it. Cramorant. Cramorant is such a weird Pokemon that I feel like everyone gravitates towards it, and I kind of fall in suit with that, so I'm gonna put you in A. I just think it's funny that you can randomly pick up a Pikachu and throw it at your enemies. Alright, next we got Arrokuda. I feel like Arrokuda gets forgotten about. Like, honestly, sometimes I feel like Barraskewda is like just a single stage evolution. Like, I keep forgetting Arrokuda exists. I'm gonna put you in D just because you're not that memorable. And then Barraskewda I'm gonna put in B. Just because you are a pretty good Pokemon, just, I don't know. No one's gonna use you competitively though. Toxel. Basically the baby Pokemon of this generation. Like a legit Togepi, Magby, Elekid of this generation. I'm gonna put you in C. Just because it was so annoying to level you up once you got your egg from the daycare. Like, I think you evolved like 29? Something in the 20s? Or is it maybe 20? I forget. But, oh god, trying to get you to level up and just stick with like the 2 moves that you had. Oh, such a struggle. And then toxicity. So we got the high key and the low key forms here. I really like the high key form. Like, I actually think, yeah, not that I think, but Toxicity High Key is actually my favorite Pokemon from Generation 8. Like, not the best typing. Poison Electric's a very unique typing, but it's not the greatest. But I do love just the design overall, so I'm going to put you in S. And then the low key form, I do like the blue, but I just kind of like how the other high key form looks compared to low key. So I'm going to put you in A. If I can get you an A, there we go. Then Sizzlipede. Honestly, Sizzlipede's kind of just meh. Kind of just there. I could put you in D. Just, again, I feel like I forget about you. Like, and I just immediately think of Sense of Scorch, which is this guy. I'm gonna put you... I'm gonna put you in C. You guys, like, you're cool. You're also, like, the 3rd gym leader's ace. And seeing the Gmax of you was really cool and intimidating, but overall you're just kind of like a meh Pokemon. Alright, next we got Clobbopus. Clobbopus and Grappalog are kind of like very confusing because they're, you know, octopus-based Pokemon, but they're not water type. They're fighting. I always get super confused with these two, even though you can find them in the water. It's weird. Clobbopus, I'm gonna put you in B. And then probably Grappalog also B. Like, I know you're like cephalopods and that's my whole channel, but just, I don't know. You guys aren't my favorites. It might just be because you're fighting type, and fighting's my least favorite type. But I don't know. I also feel like you guys kind of like, I feel like Grappalog should have gotten a Gmax form. Like, compared to some other Pokemon, I feel like Grappalog kind of needed a Gmax form with a very unique move. But alas, they're gonna go in B. Next we got Sinistea. I think it's Sinistea and Poltegeist are also gonna go in B. Like, you're cool Pokemon, but I don't know, you're not Pokemon I immediately think of and want to put on my team. Let's just put it that way. Alright, next, these guys. We got Hatenna, Hatterene, and Hatterene. I keep forgetting like their names, so I have to like think of them out loud. So Hatenna, D. Like you're cute, but that's it. Hatterene, I'll put you in C. You're a little bit better. But Hatterene's a really good Pokemon. It can do a lot of Trick Room shenanigans and stuff like that, so I'm gonna put you in A. And then next we got Impidimp. Impidim's really interesting. Like, such a unique Pokemon because it's Dark Fairy. Put you in B. I'm also gonna put Morgrem in B. Not my favorite Pokemon, but still pretty good Pokemon, especially for in-game. And then Grimmsnarl is like a beast. Like, it can do a lot of things as a prankster ability, so it's really good with VGC and stuff, so I'm gonna put you in A. That, and you have a really interesting Gmax. Again, we'll probably do Gmaxes and like Megas and all that as separate videos, so look forward to that at some point. Next we get into like the regional evolutions of Pokemon, so we're gonna go with Obstagoon. I'm gonna put Obstagoon in A. Like, competitively but look-wise, you're pretty cool. Like, you're basically Def Leppard in a Pokemon. And next we got Berserker. I'm gonna put Berserker in A too. Like, I like the design. I don't really see people using Berserker competitively a lot, but I don't know, I do really like your Viking design there. Cursula. I think I'm also gonna put Cursula in A too. Like, I wasn't expecting us to get a Corsola evolution or you know, like a regional variant, and then we got an evolution on top of that. Like, that was so cool. And I remember having a Cursula on my team originally at Pokemon Shield. I think I swapped it out at one point for like Dracovish, but really cool Pokemon. Also, I think a really good trick room set like user too. So I'll put you in A. Surf Edge. I'm gonna put you in B. Like, you're pretty cool design, but I don't know. Just you're a duck with a big stick. Then we got Mr. Rhyme. I've always like not been a fan of like the Mime Jr. Mr. Mime lineage. Mr. Rhyme doesn't really add much to it, so I'm gonna put you in C. Runerigus. Runerigus is pretty cool. Did we need a Runerigus evolution? No, but you're still really cool Pokemon, so I'm gonna put you in B. And then now we get back into some more new Gen 8 Pokemon. So we get Milcery here. And Milcery is kind of like meh. Doesn't really do much. I'm gonna put you in D. Alcremie though is pretty cool Pokemon. I love how we have the different forms for it. It has like different flavors and toppings. So I'm gonna put you in B. Phalanx. Back and forth on Phalanx. Very interesting Pokemon because it's like 6 in 1 technically. It has the move no retreat. I'm gonna put you in B. I think you're just middle of the road for me. Pincurchin. It's kind like I honestly thought it was like a regional evolution of Pukumuku at first, especially when it hops into that. I was like, that's a Pukumuku. That has to be a Pukumuku. I'm gonna put you in B. I think you have like a very niche type of setting that you can be used in, but not something I would want to put on my team. Snom. Okay, Snom is just cute. He moves at the speed of like, I don't even know. He's the slowest little thing ever, but he's adorable. For adorableness alone, he's going an A. Alright, and then next we got Frostmoth. I do like Frostmoth. It's very interesting with the bug ice typing, but I don't know. It's not a Pokemon I ever really want to use. It's also very slow. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, it can maybe be like the Volcarona of this generation, but I don't think it lives up to that, so I'm gonna put you in B. And then Stonejourner. I feel like I always forget Stonejourner exists. Like, why? I understand Stonehenge. This Pokemon's based off of, like, the UK, but I don't know, it's just another very forgettable Pokemon. I'm gonna put you in C. And then Ice Cube. I don't know. Also kind of a forgettable Pokemon. I don't know. I'm gonna put you in B though, because I do like your design a little bit more than Stonejourner. And then we get into the Indeedis. We got the male and the female form here, which do have different kind of uses and I think also different move sets based on the gender. So it's kind of very interesting Pokemon. I think I'm gonna put Indeedee male in... Actually, I'm gonna put them both in A because I like how Indeedee male looks more than the female one, but I know the female one has a lot more competitive usage. It gets Psychic Surge and like a bunch of like moves that expand on that to make it like a real competitive force. So I'm gonna put you there. But next we got Morpeko. I love Morpeko and it's the Pikachu clone of this generation. And it kind of gets a lot of flack based off of that. But I don't know, I love it. It's kind of looks like a hamster. It gets to move Aura Wheel, so I think it's supposed to be based off a hamster. Maybe it's supposed to be like a European hamster or something. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to put you in A though. Like, I love you, you're a cutie. So, Morpeko, you're good in my books. And I feel like it kind of gets slept on. Like, it can be a little bit of a powerhouse sometimes. Kufant. I'm gonna put you in C. You're kind of just meh. And then Caparaja, you're better, but I also just like, you don't have a lot of move variety and you're kind of slow, so it's also not a Pokemon I would also want to use. I feel like some of the Pokemon in like generation 7 and 8 like are really slow compared to other generations unless they're glass cannons. I don't know why. I feel like there's such a weird like split between like speed stats in these generations. Like you're either really slow or really fast. Next we got the fossil Pokemon of this generation, which I'm kind of glad that they kind of went away from just having all the fossils be rock type. Because, I mean, if you think about it, the Pokemon that were living before weren't rocks. They were only rocks because they were revived via fossils. So it makes sense that they, you know, if they're revived, they wouldn't be necessarily rock type. But we got Dracozolt first. I actually really like Dracozolt. This thing can do damage in doubles. Like, this thing is a monster. So I'm gonna put you in S. Dracovish, though? Weird. You're kind of weird. But you also kind of have a really funny animation, so I'm gonna put you in B. Dracovish, though. You're up there, Dracozolt. Like, you were such a competitive force. Like, you have Fishious Rend. You're just such a good Pokemon. The next we got Arctovish. Too many weird names. We got Arctovish here. I'm gonna put Arctovish in C. You're a little weird. You got the mouth on top of your head. Like, I know you're mishmashes of Pokemon fossils, but you're a little too weird for me, buddy. But next we got Duraludon. I'm gonna put Duraludon in A. Like, I love how clean this Pokemon looks. Like, I know it's like, it kind of reminded me of a jet plane when I first saw it. And I don't know, I just like how it looks. It's pretty good competitively, so I'm gonna put you in A. Dreepy, oh, you cutie. I'll put Dreepy in B. And then, Dracoloak, I think also B as well. But, Dragapult, though? Oh, you gotta go in S. You're such a good Pokemon. The next we got legendary Pokemon for this generation. So we got Zacian first. I'm gonna put Zacian in S. Like, Zacian is such a good Pokemon competitively. I do like how Zamazenta looks more than Zacian, but I can't deny its competitive prowess. Like, it's just so good with its ability. And then Zamazenta, I feel like Zamazenta is not as good as Zacian, but again, like I just said, I like its design a lot more than Zacian. So I'm also gonna put you in S. I just have a bias for you for some reason. And then next we got Eternatus. I'm gonna put Eternatus in A. Like, you're Poison Dragon, very unique typing. It kind of reminded me of an Ultra Beast. I think a lot of people were speculating it kind of was an Ultra Beast. So I'm gonna put you in A. I feel like there's more unfinished backstory of this Pokemon than we got. So it'd be kind of cool to see more backstory of Eternatus in like other games. Like, I know it fell to the earth like 3,000 years ago, caused all like the wishing stars and stuff and Dynamax energy, but why did it fall? And where was it slumbering for all these years and stuff? So it'd be kind of interesting to get a little bit more backstory on you. Kubfu. Kubfu is cute. I always forget about this thing though, so I'm gonna put you in C. But your evolutions are really good though. So we got the Urshifu. I think this is the single strike one. So I'm gonna put you both, the single strike and the rapid strike style one, in A. I like you guys, but you're not my favorite compared to what is in the S tier already. Competitively, you guys are amazing, so gotta rate you high. Zarude. I never have really got to use a Zarude before. Like, I have one, but I don't know, I just never really got to use it, so I don't know too much about your moveset and stuff. You have a cool design, but you're also dark grass, which is not a great typing. I'm gonna put you in B. Regieleki. I'm gonna put Regieleki in A. Like, again, glass cannon. And it doesn't really get a lot of other move coverages besides electric. So I'm gonna put you in A. If you got more move, like a better move pool and stuff, like I would put you in S, but because you mainly only learn electric type moves, I'm gonna put you in A. And then I think Regidrago is also gonna go, or Regidrago is gonna go in A. Like, again, really cool Pokemon, kind of, I think you were the HP version. Yeah, like Regieleki was like speed and Regidrago was HP. Like, I wish it was a little bit more. I kind of wish it was also more dark type because kind of makes sense with, like, I think all the Regis are based off of eras. So it was gonna be like Age of Enlightenment versus like the Dark Ages or stuff, because we have like Stone Age, Ice Age, and then like the Industrial Age, basically Iron, Regi Steel. So I kind of would have liked to see maybe tied more to a dark type. And then Glastrier and Spectrier. I have to put these two in S. Just competitively, they are such strong Pokemon. Glastrier with like a Trick Room setup, and then Spectrier was just a beast with like speed and special attack. It's just such a good Pokemon. But Calyrex, on the other hand, by itself, I'm gonna put you in D. I just don't like how you look. Like you're just a big brain deer. That's all you are, big brain deer. But once you combine with the steeds, you're such a good Pokemon though. So we got Calyrex Ice Rider form. I'm gonna put you in A because I think this Spectral or the Ghost Rider form is just so much better. Like, you do everything that Spectrier does, but just a lot better. And then you also kind of get your special attack boost when you defeat enemies. So you're just such a good Pokemon. But yeah, this is every new Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 8. Let me know your comments down below if you would do things a little differently, or if you think that Pokemon, or if you think that this is a pretty accurate representation of how you think about it. So with that, hopefully we can do some more coverages on maybe like starting Megas and doing kind of like Gigantamax forms soon, before Scarlet and Violet come out. So thank you guys for watching, and remember to stay kind and be Humboldt.